Welcome all of you in online teaching learning process. We have started paper number 4, analytical chemistry, and in which we have started unit number first, introduction to analytical chemistry. And in our last lecture we have seen errors and types of errors, in which we have studied determinate errors, and in this lecture we will see indeterminate errors. So first we will see definition of errors. Errors can be defined as a deviation from accuracy, correctness, or a mistake as in action. Errors are of several types. Errors can only be minimized, not completely removed. That is, error is defined as a deviation from accuracy or correctness. Deviation from the absolute value or from the true average of a large number of results. Errors having main two types: determinate error, also called as constant error, and second one is a indeterminate error or accidental error. Then we will see about the indeterminate errors. These errors are also called accidental errors. Indeterminate errors arise from uncertainties in a measurement that are unknown and which cannot be controlled by the experimentalist. That is, analyst does not have control on the error. For example, when pipetting out a liquid, the speed of draining which cannot be controlled, the angle of holding the pipette, then the portion at which the pipette is held, etc., would introduce indeterminate error in the volume of the liquid pipetted out. That is, these errors are accidental errors. That is, analyst does not have control on that error. So in the case of indeterminate errors cannot be pinpointed to any specific well-defined reasons. So we cannot pinpoint any specific reason behind that. They are random in nature and take place in several successive measurements performed by the same analyst under the same conditions and identical experimental parameters. That is, indeterminate errors cannot be controlled, so they are random in nature. In the case of indeterminate error, successive measurements made by the same observer under identical conditions produce slight variations. So these are the indeterminate error. Successive measurements made by the analyst under identical conditions, but they produce variation in the results. So these are the indeterminate error. It is elimination by the analyst is impossible. We cannot remove these errors. Error occur by accident or chance. It cannot be allowed for correction because of the natural fluctuations that occur in all measurements. So analyst cannot correct that type of errors. Then we will see what are the error curve. In normal error curve, the frequency is plotted against a mean deviation. Frequency against a mean deviation, we plotted the graph. When the frequency is maximum, the error is nil. When the frequency is maximum point, then error is 0. When the frequency decreases, the magnitude of error increases. As the frequency decreases, error increases. So what in details, indeterminate or random errors. These errors are accidental one and more or less intangible, over which the analyst has no control. Analyst has no any type of control on that error. These errors are revealed by small differences in the successive values of a measured quantity when the measurements are made by the same person or analyst. Slight variation in the reading takes place. Indeterminate errors are those errors which are part of every measurement. Since it is not possible to make an absolute measurement, random errors can be conveniently divided into two classes. First one, that is variations within determinate errors. We know that if the knife edge of a balance has become worn, that is corrosion of the balance takes place, a determinate error may be caused. But when the errors cannot be controlled due to load or some other causes, it becomes an indeterminate error. That is, when it is a corrosion takes place at the balance, determinate error which can be removed. But when we put load on the balance and there is a fluctuation takes place, then analyst has no control on that error. So that error is called indeterminate error. The change in temperature and variation in humidity in a balance room also give rise to determinate errors, but if they are not controlled, they become indeterminate one. Then erratic errors. Erratic errors are very difficult to pinpoint and the analyst has no control over these errors. For example, weighing with a sensitive balance subjected to vibrations. Then due to vibrations, these errors are called as indeterminate error. Will show erratic errors, and that error is called as erratic errors. Accidental loss of material during the analysis. Suppose any person doing experiment and during the experiment, suppose the product was lost or fall down during the experimental procedure, then that type of error is a erratic error. A numerical relationship exists between the magnitude of a random error and frequency of its occurrence and is known as normal distribution curve or error curve. So error curve drawn as frequency against a magnitude of error. So at maximum frequency, error is 0. As frequency decreases, error increases. So these are the error curve. So in the case of error curve, small errors occur more frequently than large errors. So in this during the graph, small errors occurs frequently than large errors. That is, small types of errors occur frequently than large errors. Then second point, positive and negative errors of the same magnitude are equally likely to occur. That is, when error occur, then there is a two errors simultaneously, but positive one, negative one. A narrow peaked curve with steep slopes indicates a relatively high degree of precision. So this is a high degree of precision, zero error. And broad curve indicates a relatively low degree of precision. So this is the broadness indicates low degree of precision, high error. So this is about the error curve and erratic errors. So thank you all of you for listening this video.